Spencer, 42-yard line. There's the man who led the league in special team tackles this year. Yeah, that's a dream shot for a special teamer.
Yes, it is. Timed it up. It's outside the 5-yard halo. If you're watching down south, on punts, you have to give 5 yards to the returner. And here's the great ISO shot of one of the best cover men in the Canadian Football League, backup linebacker. Wynton McManus with a monster hit, and Mark Killam, the special teams coordinator, loves it as much as everybody else. Watching that one.
That one's going to be on the special team film for a long time. Trevor Harris on the screen, and William Powell taken down by Alex Singleton. Jagara Davis there. We've hit the 3-minute warning here. It's a 13-point Calgary lead. Ottawa's got the football, and it's still not done. Stretch we come in the 106th Grey Cup game. Let's get the temperature on the sidelines. First, Matthew Shanetti.
Before the Red Blacks went up before the third quarter, CC Trevor Harris was trying to get his teammates pumped up. But I can tell you, since midway through the third quarter, the Red Black sidelines has been quiet. Now over to Calgary, Sarah.
Tick, tick, tick is what one player said as they try to get through this final 2 minutes and 39 seconds. But they're not celebrating certainly yet. One player saying that this feels too familiar. They have to make sure they finish.
It's not inconceivable based on what we've seen the past couple of years. But a lot's got to go right for Ottawa in the next 2:39. Second and 6. Four-man rush. Harris steps up and launches for R.J. Harris. Just ball intercepted. Brought down by Jamar Wall. And that might do it.
And two monster plays from the 7-year veteran, 30-year-old Jamar Wall. Remember the 2-point convert and the hit on Brad Sinopoli. Took points off the board. Or excuse me, the touchdown attempt on third down took points off the board. And Jamar Wall with another big one, an interception. Trevor Harris tries to push into R.J. Harris. Get a big chunk. And Jamar Wall high points the football.
Two-time All-CFL DB, moved to a different position this year at the same linebacker spot that he's had a huge game, and now they'll try and grind it out. Don Jackson inside. Second interception tossed by Harris. 2 for Mitchell, 2 for Harris.
Timeout. Timeout. Ottawa.
John Hufnagel on the sidelines was in the 84 game here at Commonwealth, part of the winning team with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
Reaction of Trevor Harris after the pick. This Calgary defense, though, ranked number 1 against the run, number 1 in points allowed. They led the league in giveaway takeaway.
Yeah, number 1 in taking the football away. Jamar Wall had a great line last week about no matter what receiving core we're going to face, I can sleep easy at night, he said. He'll sleep well tonight, or maybe won't get any sleep. There's Don Jackson, and he dropped by Bruneau. Calgary's going to have to punt it away, so
Wanted to stay
there's still time.
Wanted to stay in bounds, though, Chris. Got to
Get the clock running.
get the clock running and get here once they place it.
Ottawa's going to get the ball back with just under 2 minutes to go, which we know in this league still is enough time, but their margin for error now is closing down.
And this is where the leaders step up. You heard Alex Singleton. We got to go. It's not done yet.
There were 3 touchdowns traded in the final 3 minutes. Here's Spencer, sidesteps the proud sponsor of the CFL.
Well, after a couple of early drops and maybe some pregame jitters, Lamar Durant comes up with a big one, a touchdown to get Calgary to lead in the football game early on. The Levi Mitchell makes that connection to SFU product Lamar Durant.
Red Light started their own 54. Harris over the middle, and he's got Greg Ellingson, and out of bounds to stop the clock. Adam Berger back on the field as the safety of that Calgary defense.
Now the secondary for Calgary has got to stay off the ball. They've got to be about 15 yards deep, make sure everything's in front of them.
13-point deficit. Ellingson over the middle, now trying to get on the sidelines. It is knocked out of bounds. Brandon Smith tried to suggest maybe Calgary lost a touch, but a dangerous play by Ellingson, but I think it stops the clock.
You have to be last to touch it. It doesn't count if you're the guy who hits it out of the hand of the receiver. You have to touch it again if you're Calgary to gain possession there. It's not touched before it goes out, so Ottawa maintains possession.
Risky business to try and get the clock stopped, but it worked that time. They've just adjusted the scoreboard here that's been reading 27-20, and you saw some panicked Calgary Stampeders on the sideline, so eyeing that. Pushing's a little better, but maybe, oh, there's a pack, another one, and this one is by Trey Roberson. And that one's for his grandfather. And that one's going to do it.
In some ways fitting that it's here, Larry Highbaugh, such a great career here with the Edmonton Eskimos. Trevor Harris has to push it. He needed a whole bunch of big plays to get back in this one. But Roberson falls underneath it. Secures the catch, and another turnover.
Only 3 incompletions last week. 3 interceptions in the game. And the general manager of the Stampeders and boss knows it's Calgary's football game. Bob Jackson. Loss of the tackle, we've been talking about the late Larry Highbaugh, and the grandson has done him proudly tonight, hasn't he?
Well, you could see the similarities in Trey Roberson. 3 interceptions on the season. In the regular season, none bigger than that in the Grey Cup Championship.
If you haven't seen the feature, check it out on tsn.ca. 5 tackles, couple of knockdowns, and an interception for a guy that a lot of people in Calgary believe should have been the Rookie of the Year this season. And off inside is not going anywhere, so here in the final minute, Calgary's going to get it back, or Ottawa's going to get it back. Well, the 3 years of frustration about to come to the end for the team that's really been the class of the Canadian Football League for almost a decade.
Well, every year is a different journey, and in 2008, John Hufnagel, the GM, came back from the United States, from the NFL championship season in 2008, and then not only built a championship team year in and year out, a first place team year in and year out, but had a succession plan in place. Dave Dickinson started as running backs coach, quarterbacks coach, went to OC, offensive coordinator / assistant head coach, and then was ready to take the reins when Hufnagel was ready to step out.
Well, they run it right down and call timeout. And they can finally start to breathe a little easy. Heavy favorites the previous 2 years and couldn't get it done.
of speculation on the future of Bo Levi Mitchell and whether or not he may take a shot at National Football League in the offseason. But this team was led by their defense from start to finish this season. And it came through again tonight.
Baker's going to work the clock and step out of bounds, so it makes it 27-16.
When I say that, that's taking nothing away from the season that Bo Levi Mitchell had. I mean, at 5,000 yards, when you've lost your entire starting receiving core and had to basically start from scratch with a new group, even though they had experience like Chris Matthews and Eric Rogers, you got to get back to the drawing board with a new group, and they continued to find a way. You know, the last 2 years, Chris, as you know, they'd wrapped up first place with 2 or 3 weeks to go. This year, they didn't secure first until the last game of the regular season. Different types of adversity this year that they went through, and it toughened them up. They found a way to finish.
Ticks of the clock away. Calgary will have to kick off. And Dave Dickinson can smile in the last minute of a Grey Cup game for the first time in 3.
Ron Claybrooks, as I mentioned, future head coach in the league. Jamie Elizondo possibly as well.
And I think about this, and I know it's a theme you love. This game won as much on the teams as on offense and defense. 3 phases, and the Terry Williams punt return and some great cover, a fumble recovery on punt cover for Calgary. And I think Dave is about to get dunked. They're going to flip it into the hands of Spencer. And it's still up just across the 40-yard line, 16 seconds left.
Ball coming off to number 85, the extended return to pick up.
Well, this Ottawa franchise has so much to be proud of. When you think about this team built from the ground up.
3 cups in 5 years. And we might have to get used to them being back over and over again with Rick Campbell. Dave Dickinson's going to coach it up right to the final.
Oh, yeah. Based on the last 2 years, you bet he's going to that final whistle.
And Harris going to load it up. Far side of the field. It's top there by Fiona Gadino. Who's going to try to get out of bounds. And he gets taken down with 6 seconds to go. So time for one more play.
But you're right, Chris. Winton McManus is not going to have his name on the marquee very often. There's the getaway dunk for Coach Dickinson. Amazing win-loss record in the regular season at 41-11-2.
Final play. Harris, they're not going to get it off. Sacked by Turner, and that is it. The Stampeders are over the hump and back on top. 2018 Grey Cup champions. 12 of those Stampeders celebrating on the field had lost the last 2. And they have to celebrate tonight.
And they don't have to hear it anymore. Can you finish?
That's it, bro. It's out. It's out, bro. It's out, bro. It's out, bro. It's out, bro.
Let's get down to field level. Sarah Leski's with Bo Levi Mitchell.
Bo, every journey has a different story for it. Your second Grey Cup, with everything that you guys have been through, what will you relish most about this win?
Just being with my teammates. I've got the best team in the world, the best organization in the world. This is a true team that tonight, defense won a championship tonight. I feel amazing, man. I love these teams. I love this fan. I love our city. Calgary, we're bringing that cup back home, baby.
The defense was such a storyline, but all three phases contributing. Was this the ultimate team win?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, all three phases. So many times Deontay Spencer could have got around the edge and scored a touchdown. And there's one guy there to make a tackle, and that's what wins you a Grey Cup. These guys having that Grey Cup effort every single play till the clock hits zero.
We saw a couple of interceptions at the end there. What goes through your mind as the time is winding down?
Oh, man, it just all starts stepping in. Just all the work, the failure that we've learned from, and to get back on top, it just feels absolutely amazing.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Grey Cup champ!
To Matthew Shinetti with Alex Singleton.
Well, sir, I'm with Alex Singleton and maybe the bigger sports fan in the Singleton family, his sister, Ashley. Now, first, Alex, you and I were talking this week about one more step, but more importantly, your sister just came up to you. What did you say to her?
We did it. We're Grey Cup champs. No one can say anything anymore. We're the best in the best in the league. We did it.
We talked about one step away. What does this journey mean after the last two losses?
We're Grey Cup champions. I don't care about the past. We did it this year. 2018 is ours for the rest of eternity.
Ashley, how proud are you of your brother?
I'm so proud of my brother. He did great up there.
Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Well, that's awesome. Ashley's as big a CFL fan as there is. Alex told us that she not only watches all the Calgary games, she watches every game. And it's a special night for the Singleton family.
Alex with 8 tackles on Grey Cup Sunday.
Just another night at the office, huh? Let's go back to Sarah.
I'm joined by Jamar. Well, your first interception of the season, and it comes in the Grey Cup. How did that one feel?
Words can explain it, man. It's a true blessing. It was something I was asking God to give me, and at the right time, man, it came. And I'm just so thankful.
I heard you on the sideline late in that fourth quarter say, we have to finish this game, and then you went out and got the interception. What did this group learn from the last 2 losses?
Exactly what I'm saying, how to finish. You know, we were in this situation last year. I had deja vu, and that's when it came to me. Make sure everyone knows that we have to finish this game, and that's what we did. And it starts with each individual person, and I did my part, and as well as everyone else, man, and it's amazing. It's a great team victory.
For so many years with the Stampeders, we think of the offense, but this defense really led the way and became synonymous with this team this season. What can you say about the group that you guys had?
We all bought in. You know, we always talk at the beginning of the year, if you buy in, we're going to be a great defense, and that's what we did. We had our ups and our downs, but at the right time we peaked, and we got this Grey Cup victory.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
To Matthew Shinetti with Chris Matthews.
Chris, I think the world saw the disappointment you went through a few years ago. You're now a champion. You're standing next to your father, Daryl. What does this mean?
It means everything, man. We done worked real hard. He done taught me everything, how to be a man, how to step up, how to go through adversity, even when times was hard. And I know I showed it on the sideline, but listen, man, my teammates had me. I believed in them. They believed in me, man. We got the win.
How much did we not appreciate what this Stampeder team had to go through with all the injuries on offense?
Man, they were resilient, man. We come out here, we talk about it all the time, man. They talk about how who's gonna be up, who's gonna be down, who's hurt. Man, we didn't care about none of that, man. We just knew whoever stepped on this field was gonna going to give 110%. That's exactly what we did, man. You see that score over there, 27-16. Can nobody stop us?
Daryl, your son came back from that disappointment in the Super Bowl. Now he's a Grey Cup champion. How proud are you of him?
I'm so proud. I don't know what to say, what to do. Just congratulations, son. Congratulations. I love you too.
And now over to Sarah Leski of Micah Johnson.
Micah, does this feel sweeter even than 2014?
Man, it's an indescribable feeling, honestly. We went through so much, man. We sacrificed so much. It's unbelievable, dog. And Marlon, we ain't forgot you, Marlon.
What did this team learn from everything that you guys have been through? You guys talked about the doubters that you guys had with everything for the last 2 years. What did this defense learn?
I mean, just stuck together. We went through adversity. Always sticking together, man. We can count on each other, man. It's pure love in the room, man, in the locker room. We ride, die for each other on and off the field, man. We brothers.
And this defense making plays until the very end. That final play, you got a couple interceptions late in the game as well. What were you thinking as time was winding down and you knew you were going to be a Grey Cup champion again?
It was just a surreal feeling, like just the clock couldn't count down fast enough. We were just ready to see it get to zero and really see the score sitting like that, man. Honestly, it's just an indescribable feeling.
I know you're going to be ready to celebrate. We'll let you go. Thanks so much for the time. Congratulations.
All right.
To Matt with Bakari Grant.
Bakari, you and I have been on a long road together. I've seen the disappointment. I've seen 3 Grey Cup losses. Did you ever doubt that you could have a moment like this?
Never. I mean, you can never doubt it. In this game, anything can happen, and all you can do is, just like the game, it's the next play, the next season, the next time you get, the next chance you get. I mean, I came in, 5-6 weeks ago? I'm playing in the Grey Cup. We won the Grey Cup.
What was that message that Dave Dickinson gave you? How much faith did you feel from your teammates that a veteran like you could be in this moment?
Man, I love it. All I can say is, Dave watched me work since the day I came in, and all he said was, the 3rd day of practice, you earned the opportunity to play in the Grey Cup. And I just love that I got the opportunity and got to help this team win one.
Everything you've achieved in the CFL, where does your mind go to when you're holding your children?
It's my son, man. He's my junior. He's my everything. My daughter, my everything. Man, it goes straight to just being able to have resilience, being able to keep pushing. Like they say, I got released at the beginning of the season. I'm a Grey Cup champ now. They can never take it away.
You're a champion. CC, Suits.
Yeah, Bakari's brother, a former Eskimo and Ottawa Renegade. And Bakari Grant finally gets that elusive Grey Cup ring. You heard a reference to Mylon Hicks, who was shot and killed, a member of the Stampeders in 2016. The player that they dedicated the 2016 game to and came up short. So,
during Grey Cup week, Chris, I ask all the players that I get a chance to talk to, who are you dedicating the game to? And most of them for Calgary this year, with the adversity they faced with injuries, said the guys that fell this year, the injured players, top to bottom. Bo Levi Mitchell said it's for Romar Morris, it's for Kamar Jordan, DeForest Daniels, Markeith Ambles, Reggie Bagleton. The guys that went down during the year that weren't able to play in this game, he said, we're dedicating this one to those guys, our teammates.
and he did mention that he had been receiving texts this week from players no longer with the Stamps that had been on either last year's team or the year before, and they were urging Bo Levi Mitchell in this edition to finally put it over the top and end the years of frustration. All right, we're almost ready for the award ceremony. Let's turn it over to our great colleague, Rod Black.
Ladies and gentlemen, Calgary, you're about to get your cup. Welcome to the 2018 Grey Cup Awards and Trophy presentation. To present the awards for Most Outstanding Canadian and Most Outstanding Player in the 106th Grey Cup, the president of Shaw Communications, Brad Shaw, and your host, James Duthie.
Thank you, Rod. First of all, to the city of Edmonton and everybody here today, thank you for being wonderful hosts for the 106th Grey Cup game.
The MVP of the 2018 Grey Cup, Calgary quarterback Bo Levi Mitchell. I know every championship is sweet, but after what you went through the last 2 years, how much sweeter is this one?
This is amazing. This is the most amazing feeling I've ever had, especially with all the failure we learned from it. But I gotta say, the reason it's so sweet is I have the greatest teammates in the world. Defense, they could not wait to tear y'all down when y'all had a bad game. Y'all came back and won this championship. I love my entire team, man. I love Calgary. Thank you.
You're a gunslinger. You have it tattooed on your arm. But with the conditions on the field today, you couldn't be a gunslinger. Tell me about the adjustments you had to make to win this game.
Oh, I mean, the coaches and everybody did an amazing job putting together a great game plan. Guys bought in. You know, we understood the conditions. It was going to be an equalizer. Guys made great plays, man. We went out there and won the game.
Congratulations, Bo.
Thank you so much. Go Stans, go!
Bo Levi Mitchell's second Grey Cup ring, his second Grey Cup MVP. The top Canadian in the 2018 Grey Cup, Calgary receiver Lamar Durant. Growing up in Coquitlam, BC, did you let yourself dream of being a Grey Cup champion and the top Canadian in the Grey Cup?
That's something you always dream of, but it happens to very few people. So for me to do this, man, it just means the world for me. And I love you fans for supporting us and my teammates. I couldn't have done it without all y'all.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
The captains and the coach making their way to the stage. Congratulations.
Hey, you all won one.
Let's bring in the commissioner, Randy Ambrosi. First of all, Randy, the Grey Cup is not just a game, it's an entire week. I think I saw you at every party this week. What can you say about this Grey Cup, the festivities, and the game?
Well, I'd start by saying a big thank you to the city of Edmonton for the hospitality. I think this could potentially go on to be recorded as the biggest Grey Cup in CFL history. And they have definitely set a new high water mark for Grey Cup. So thanks to all of Edmonton for putting on a great week. And as far as the game, these are two great teams, and this is certainly a deserving champion.
Present the Grey Cup.
Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the CFL Board of Governors, the entire Canadian Football League, it's my honor to present j'ai l'honneur de présenter le Coupe Grey, the Calgary Stampeders.
Just give me a minute. the coach, Dave Dickinson. You've won as a quarterback. You've won as a coordinator. Your first win as a head coach. What does it mean to you and your team?
It's big. I mean, I'm very emotional. I got the family here. You know, we played a great team and we fought hard, but sometimes you're not sure it's worth it all the time. You get some slack in there, but this team was amazing. The group's so tight. Listen to them. I mean, the guys love each other, and that's when you're family, that's when you're at your best.
You've been through so much the last couple of years. I know you tried to downplay that and say that that was erased, and this was a new season, a new team, but it has to be even sweeter.
Well, I mean, trust me, when you do something as a group, it's the best thing in the world. I mean, I wanted this bad. I don't know if I ever wanted a game any worse. But it's more about the players. And what we did as coaches, we just put them in position, and then these guys balled out, and we're going to have fun with it. But we respect Ottawa. They did a great job. We're bringing it home to Calgary. Can't wait to get back.
Congratulations, Coach.
All right, thank you.
I asked Dave Dickinson earlier this week what would be the difference in this football game. He said turnovers. His team got 6, and they're Grey Cup champions.